Here is a short video on the SDQL P prefix, the lowercase p prefix. This prefix points the parameter following it to the team's previous game. A colon is used to separate the prefix from the parameter. For example, to see a summary of all the games in which the Angels are off a win, you start by setting the team equal to the Angels and the lowercase p colon win. That's it. If you want to see the summary of all the games in which the Angels are off a home win, you just say and previous colon capital H for home. If you want to also include that the Angels are off a home win in which they scored at least 5 runs, team equals Angels and P colon W and P colon H and P colon runs greater than or equal to 5. If you want to add the fact that their starter went at least 6 innings, previous starter's innings pitched greater than or equal to 6. You can get the general structure of the SDQL language. You just define parameters and use and to connect the conditions. To see the summary of all the games in which the Angels are off a home in which they scored at least 5 runs, their starter went at least 6 innings, and they hit at least 2 home runs, we have to add another and, previous home runs, greater than or equal to 2. If you want to add at least, they drew at least 5 walks, then we add and previous walks greater than or equal to 5. The P prefix points the parameter following it to the team's previous game. And you just use ands to separate each of the conditions. When a query is run and you hit the query button, your query text is sent to the remote servers in Portland over the internet. The supercomputers search through the entire MLB database, tens of thousands of games, to find the games that match the conditions, and then a statistical summary of all those games is calculated and sent directly to your computer, all in about 1 second. Let's try it. Here is the killersports.com homepage. I'm going to click on MLB. Notice I'm not logged in. You don't have to log in. This is absolutely free. Click on the SDQL query page. I'm going to type in some conditions. Team equals Angels. And let's see, previous, strikeouts greater than or equal to 10. All the games in which the Angels are off a game in which they struck out at least 10 times. Let's hit the SDQL button. 175, 178 in the history of the database. The average line was minus 106.4. There's the net results betting on or against the return on investment, the run line, the over-unders, and a listing of the recent games. Let's try something else. A lot of stuff we can do here. How about Mike Trout previous home runs? And we're not going to define it. This will give us all of the possibilities. It turns out Mike Trout has never had 3 home runs in his career. You get 2 home runs 14 times. The Angels are 4-10 in games following games in which Mike Trout hit at least or exactly 2 home runs. Note this is the game after. If Mike Trout hit exactly 1 home run, the Angels are 110 and 101, 110. This is actually a pretty good query here. The Angels do poorly after Mike Trout has hit a home run. And if he didn't hit a home run, they're up more than 30 units in his career. When he did hit a home run in the previous game, they're down nearly 30 units in his career. I'm going to have to save this one. Now, if you want to see what parameters you can use, here's some game references, shortcuts. And here are the multi-character shortcuts you can use in baseball. After the All-Star break, away winning percentage. Before the All-Star break, biggest lead, home plate, umpire, playoffs, percent base runner score, double plays, night game, divisional games, strikeouts per walk, starters ERA, left on base. Lots of stuff. Get to work. Tweet it out on Twitter. Use the hashtag SDQL. We really appreciate your interest in the SDQL. Thanks for watching.